Hey everyone, it's Rob Nazarian with Talk Android, and we're looking at active lock screen. Now, it's exactly the way it's titled. This is a lock screen. It's a custom lock screen for you to add to your phone to give you a little different look going in. There's a lot of different looks you can give. This is the default look, and it's got that whitish, very white background. And just to give you a quick overview of what it's like, if you want to just basically simply unlock, you would go here and release, and of course if you want to go to mute or put your phone in vibrate, depending on which it's set to, you can do that as well. Now you notice those icons up on the top here or above it, and there's different sections here. For example, there's phone, but within the phone I can release here and place a phone call, or I can call the last 4 people that I've called, or set them to whatever people I do want to be permanently there. The other thing I can do is go over here, and I can set it up to from 3 to 8 apps, or is it 2 to 8 apps, I think. Whatever apps I would like. I can do messaging, Gmail, Google Plus, as you can see. I can set any apps I would like to show, or I can also set it to apps that I recently used. Now down here, now if you notice here, I'm going back down. That's the one thing that I don't like about this app, but it's a minor thing, is that I can't just go from section to section. I have to come back down. Normally though, you should know where you want to go. Now here's the camera section, and this is basically set to default. When I installed the app, this already populated to the most recent apps that are similar to a camera use, like the gallery. There's a MX video player, things that are camera media related. Again, I can change those to whatever apps I like. They don't even have to be camera related for that matter, or recently used. Over here is the recently used section, but I actually have set it to apps that I didn't necessarily recently use, apps that I would like. And you can see I have Dropbox, Chrome, TuneIn, and you know, Play Music. I actually have the active lock screen there too, and Maps. But I can set that to whatever I'd like. So, you know, let's just go, you know, right in now. We'll just say Google Plus, and right now I don't even. This is a review unit. This phone's not even set up. I don't even know if I've ever really used Google Plus on it. But there it is. It's asking me to go through and do it. But we'll just, you know, get out, and here we are at the home screen. Now, the other thing that I found, and it's a little spotty before I get into the settings, is that the lock screen, or if you have a security PIN code or passcode, it doesn't always show up behind it. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, and it was showing up consistently for me, and now it's not. I think that's something a developer has to work on. I know many of you don't use a security lock anyway. But let's just, now over here I want to show you, you can also go into the settings from up here, just by dragging down. So here's the settings, and it's very simple. You can enable the lock screen or uncheck it if you don't want to use it for whatever reason. And this is where you select your shortcuts for each area. You saw Contacts, My Apps, Camera, and Recent Apps. Now in Contacts, it's set for right now for your last 4 people that you've called, but you can also go on here and actually pick a contact, lock them in, whatever 4 favorite contacts you want to always be there. In the My App section, you can see you can scroll this from 2 to 8 apps, and they can be recently used, or you can go in and select any of the apps that you have in here. Let's just move it down to 3, and we'll leave it at recently used right now. Well, actually, let's change one. Let's change to Talk. That wasn't on there before. So then we'll have the last 2 as recently used. The camera, it's already kind of defaulted to whatever it found as recently used, but again, can do the same thing. I can go in and set whatever I want. It doesn't have to be camera related. I can make it the clock, calendar, whatever. It's just basically what you want to do with these sections. And again, the recent apps, these are the ones that I set. And again, you can make these recent as well by hitting recent. You can have a, you know, some recent, some that you want fixed, whatever. So that's really cool. There's a lot of different things you can do there. Now, they also have what's called themes, and I've downloaded a few themes here that you can also load more by going into the Play Store, and all the themes are free. There's a number of them that you can go through and download, but for now I have a few, and like for example I like this black theme. The default was already set. We can change it to black and then go back, and before I go further, actually let's just lock it. Sometimes also if you lock it and go right, put the power back on, your original lock screen will show up, but generally that's not a problem. So there's the black theme, and it works the same way. You have your sections. There's your talk that I added in there, so that changed, and right now I'm just going to unlock it to where we were, just to get there quickly here. Now that's the themes. Now what about plugins? Well, there's a Facebook plugin, which I'm not logged into Facebook, but you can have your feed. This Editor's Choice plugin, which I guess just shows your data. I haven't really fooled around with that, but this one here I think you're going to probably like, is the Personal Gallery plugin, and you can select a number of photos. You can go with one photo or a number of them to put in here. So for example, this one is a little funky sometimes. Just by picking them up and scrolling them, it doesn't always grab it. So there, I put that photo, and I think you have to actually kind of wait a little bit. It said that it takes up to 30 seconds, and you might not be able to actually pick up the next one yet. So we'll just wait again. Yeah, it's still not picking it up. Alright, there's the next photo. And for now we'll just leave it at those two photos to make it easy. We'll save that. Now, I still have to enable it. I'll check it. Now, there are some more plugins, but right now they don't seem all that interesting to me. Some star type things and some video things like TED Talks. But, of course, everyone's different. You might find it interesting. So, that's pretty much it there. So, let's go to the lock screen. Just wait a couple seconds to make sure it kicks in. And there's the picture that I have. Now, because I added two pictures, I can actually scroll through them without even unlocking my phone. So if you have some recent pictures that you like to show to people, you can do that, and just like, looking at some photos while doing whatever, sitting at your desk without unlocking your phone, you can do that too. And you can basically also put, actually I haven't even tried this. I forget which photo came up, but let's just do this here and see if we can change the next time around what photo actually shows. Okay, so that photo showed. Let's switch it here, unlock it, lock it, and see if that photo now shows. That would be an interesting feature. It does, so that's actually cool. So if you put in like 6 or 7 photos in there, you can periodically change what photo you'd like to show when you unlock. I like that. And you can still, go to your sections and unlock and do whatever you want. Works perfectly. Go into messaging. So I have no messages. Here's a review unit, so I don't have much going on with this phone. But so it really works great. I think it's really cool looking, and I like the ability to be able to throw in your picture and different custom themes. If you want here, I'll show you another theme. This theme is pretty cool, the deep sea one. And I guess users create these themes, or maybe the developer does. I didn't really look into it. But there's a deep sea one. I'm covering it with the picture though, so it doesn't look so much, but you can see the anchor. It looks, very deep sea oriented. Actually, what we'll do is remove the photo. You can quickly take off the plugin just by unchecking it. The settings will stay, and we'll just go in. And there it is, the deep sea. So if you like water and the sea, that works too. And there's a bunch of plugins that look pretty good, themes, shall I say. If you like coffee, here's a coffee one. So there you go. So that's it. It's called Active Lock Screen. It's free, and it gives you the ability to customize your phone and make it look cool in the way you want it. So you can't go wrong with that. Free is good. So check it out and let me know what you think. Thanks again for watching. This is Rob Nazarian with Talk Android.